بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. From Ink, the question of the day from our sister Inab Yusuf. The gist of her question is, the language of Arabic is difficult for her and learning it is an overwhelming task. So for a very long time she aimed to travel abroad, but it's not also easy for her to go. She struggles from time to time to keep and maintain her faith and Iman, learning Quran, learning Arabic. What is the best thing to do? Because she does not want to stay in the place where she is in right now. What can she do? To our sister and the rest of Muslimin around the Alameen, from time to time you see that the Iman, as Prophet ﷺ mentioned, is increasing in your heart, and sometimes it decreases. When you see Iman is increasing, it's a sign of Ta'ah. What causes the Iman to increase? وَتَارَةً بِطَاعَتِهِ يَنْمُو, as Imam Ibn Abi Dawud mentions, with the Ta'ah, obedience to Allah, your Iman increases. But with disobedience, your Iman decreases. So if you see that it's not easier for you to really navigate, our sister and other sisters and brothers out there, it's difficult for you to really navigate, to get what you want, to learn Quran, to focus on the deen. It's not easy for you and on you to do. You have to know there's a leakage somewhere, even if it is a drop. Like Benjamin Franklin once said, do not overlook, a leak, or do not overlook a penny, because a leak can sink a ship. So do not overlook the minor things that you do. So when you see difficulties in your life, maybe there's something that you do that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not want. So our sister, what you have to do first and foremost is to investigate your life. And when you investigate your life, sometimes you may come up with 10 things, or the list of 10 things that you do wrong. The nature of human being, it's not easy for you to stop everything at once. Even Quran did not come this way for the companions to stop everything at once. So start and put up a goal. At the end, I want to leave out all this haram so that I can be closer to Allah. But I will start taking them one by one. If I used to do 10 bad things a day, I reduce to 5. And then make the other 5 that I stopped, the hours that I used to spend in doing them, I turn these hours into hours of ibadah and worship for Allah to help me to quit the rest of the 5. Strategically, you move this way. So it's not like when you listen to a khutbah or you listen to a lecture, you try to apply everything from A to Z. This is not an easy task. But at least to come up with, okay, he mentioned 7. How can I avoid? Okay, 1, 2, 3, and then you start working towards that to leave altogether. This first thing, to stop doing certain things that you think may be blocking you from really getting this Quran. Because Quran is nur, it's Allah's light revealed on this earth. A person who has it has some nur in him and has some nur in her. So if you do something that goes against the nur that you have, Allah will take that nur, and then hardship will be what will replace that which you've been blessed with before. So thinking about moving abroad or somewhere away from fasad is a good thing, a good way of thinking. But if it is not yet in front of you, and where you go and you know nobody over there, today's world is not like the time of Prophet ﷺ, where you can just make a hijrah to Prophet. Today, if you say that, let me just make a hijrah to Medina like Sahaba did yesterday, the immigration system had changed. It's not like you say today, Wufud Bani Tamid, Wafd Najran, you just go. Not like that. You will have to have a wakil, somebody who will take care. It's a long story. But what you can do from your own hometown, get someone who is pious, as a teacher or as a scholar or as someone who can teach you this Quran, start with her first. When you start with her, take whatever she has and then move forward. This is the sunnah of all imams. It's only today in 21st century you will see a student will wake up, I just want to go abroad and learn. And the scholars in his place, he did not learn anything. Now always you will see in the bios of our imams, he took from this, from this, from this, from this, in his town, in his country, ثُمَّ ارْتَحَلَ. Then after that he moved out. So start with the people, the pious ones around, gradually. Learn from them the proper pronunciation of Arabic alphabet in order for you to apply that onto Quran. Even you do not understand Arabic, so long as you can read it the way it was revealed, this is the first step. Later on we talk about Arabic language, and I have different videos wherein I talked about learning Arabic language and the method of memorizing Quran. When I mention 33 or sometimes a little bit more or less, people say that's too much. But I tell you this, sometimes you say something is too much, but you memorize and forget. You memorize and forget. You memorize and forget, or you memorize and it takes you long to review and bring it back. Whereas if you follow the code, even though it's long, but you stick to the process, you are a human being. You cannot continue memorizing all until you die. Some things when you memorize, you may not have time to review them. But with the system that we mentioned in our videos, you will see that when you memorized, even you don't go back to them for after 5-10 years, they're still in your memory somehow. You can recall them. So don't say it's difficult process to follow in memorization or memorizing Quran. No, take it. Nothing precious will be easier for you to do. So struggle to get it adequately and profoundly, rooted in your system. So to our sister, first is that you pray to Allah to keep you upon guidance, avoid whatever you think is the cause, and finally, start with the righteous people around you before you move out. And those righteous make dua or ask them for dua so that they can help you out. Remain blessed, Sister Aina Yusuf, and the rest of our sisters around the world and brothers. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.